Alright. Get naked and just have my hair cover my boobs, like Adam and Eve. Well, just Eve, I guess. Adam didn't have long hair. Allegedly. These existed. I don't believe in science fiction. Whoa! No one's gonna know who that is. Let's not do full names. Benjamin. And I haven't spoken to him in a while. Settings. See how the game audio seems pretty low. Whatever, we're gonna do a new game. So anyway, backstory. Celtic Cookie bought this game for me nearly a year ago. Tried playing it on my old computer and it worked until I streamed it. Trying to stream it just was choppy as hell, so I just gave up on it until I got a new computer. But getting a new computer made me realise that the problem wasn't my graphics. I mean, the CPU and the RAM was like up at like 100% usage. But I realised that part of the problem was OBS. Trying to play a game with an uncapped frame rate, not streaming at 60 FPS, causes OBS to shit itself and basically take up 100% of the GPU. So if you're trying to stream games, best bet is to just stream at 60 and then and cap the game at 60, which is stupid. So yeah, it's a good thing I don't play multiplayer shooters where having a high frame rate would be an advantage. But we're playing at 60, but hey, the game looks nice and crisp now. Story, I'm gonna play on normal. I did play it initially on very hard. Ultra hard sounds crap because it just sounds like sounds more like New Game Plus sort of stuff. Ultra hard, like mostly because of the merchants. The game's hard by itself, which is fair enough, but then they hike up the prices of everything for the merchants, so it makes the game harder in terms of resources. I'm just gonna play on normal, just because why not? Just enjoy the story or whatever. Your save progress will be lost. Yeah, I know. But it's better to just start the game again anyway, because I haven't played since like August, so.
Oh, that's a lot of berries. You're quite the gatherer, aren't you, little Bast? Now go and see if you can find some more, hmm?
Interesting that the cutscenes aren't in ultra wide.
Well done, that's a good boy. Children, come with me. She's an outcast, to be shunned. There. Oh, come on. There.
Channeling in a Fred Durst. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Hey, you ran off from him. Don't expect him to know where you are.
He won't hear me. Some kind of cave?
Hey, the gameplay is in ultra wide. Actually, I was looking through the aspect ratios in the settings, and apparently this game even supports 32:9, which is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Looks tight, but I can get through.
Anyway, yeah.
There must be a ruin of the metal world. One of the old places.
Restarting the game because obviously played a bit of the game, but obviously trying to pick up a game like nearly a year after not playing it is, yeah, kind of lose the investment. You know what I mean? Like you kind of, this is kind of a story-driven game from what I could tell, so not knowing what the hell's happening because you took a year from it.
Said never go in places like this.
Ain't no good.
But I have to find a way out.
Just let me know if the game audio and the voice over is well balanced, because I'm not 100% sure on it, to be honest. We do have to come back here later as well, or we can come back here later. I don't really feel obligated to explore as much. Ew, bats.
There's something up ahead. What's that? A dead person. There's something shiny there.
I just realised we didn't even get to see the prologue with baby Aloy either, because it only plays when you first boot up the game. Well, that's good. How's work going, Leah? Also, I hope all those hours watching Cookie play this will help you backseat me, because I might need some help here. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, oh, I know what to do. You know, this is when you come in, Ben, and say, oh, I know what to do. I saw Cookie do this on his stream. So I'm letting you do the backseat, and I think I got the impression that Cookie's on a bit of a break at the moment because he might have burnt himself out by streaming too much, or maybe real life stuff. Who knows?
Lights.
Slept it.
Everywhere.
I do slept. I couldn't fall.
Do this.
I had trouble sleeping today. I didn't get to sleep until about 2, 3 o'clock. I ended up only waking up like not too long ago.
A metal door. Closed. Maybe this device I found can help. How do I get it open?
Da-da. The rat. Use a practice on false Friday. Big tip. Use a controller, it's much easier. I gotta ask you. I bet you told that to Cookie and he just laughed at you. He doesn't play games with controllers, even like God of War, which is like kind of designed to be used with a controller.
It changed color.
said he tried playing Dark Souls with a controller and with a mouse and keyboard, and I'm just like,
The door changed color too.
That's how he is. Mouse and keyboard purist, even for platformers and hack and slashes. Seriously need a skill up. We need a skill upgrade where I can actually like do this, like move quicker in scan mode. I guess it'd be overpowered. You know, like when you play like Batman, the Arkham games, and you spend like 90% of the game just in detective vision. At least I did in Arkham Asylum.
What's that?
Permanently scanning.
You think I want it this way? It's the best I can do. He's right behind you. Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Show me. Show me again.
I can do. He's right behind you.
Oh right.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
Well, happy New Year, dear diary. Can you believe we actually celebrated last night? Well, we did. Kind of. Director Evans invited everyone to gather in the community room. Don't know where she got the party hats. That was a ghoulish touch. So there we sit, watching the clock tick down to midnight, and I'm thinking, am I the only one who gets the symbolism of this? It might have been worth it if Skylar had gotten drunk again, but I seem to be a mistake she doesn't want to repeat.
Ooh. That sounds like a guy's creeper.
I saw them lining up in the community room. Like cattle in a slaughterhouse, but smiling at each other. Shauna handing out meds like being alive is some kind of pain to be eased. Well, not me. I don't want to go quiet. I don't want to trail off. I want a period at the end of my life sentence, not an ellipses. Hell, an exclamation mark. So if that upsets whoever finds this, too bad. I don't know anyone, anything, anymore.
For this bit, I'd say like from what I've played, I'd recommend playing this game. I'm pretty sure it's on PlayStation Plus to play whenever you feel like. I'm not sure about the sequel though. Forbidden West.
Why did they die here? What happened to them?
And pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Death. I'm sorry. It's been a while. Oh, these meds Johnny gave us are really something. So, okay, from the top, kids. Hail Mary, full of grace.
I'm sorry, that was inappropriate.
And maybe that's all I need, you know?
Ooh, nice.
The door open, and you were standing there, wearing that retro wave dress, and the way you smiled. I had to look away, or you were gonna say, me, you know. It was just an instant, but I knew. I knew we'd be forever.
Oh no, is that a woman? Ugh.
Shall soon dissolve like snow. The sun forbear to shine. But God, who called me here
Ooh. I'm up. It's hoping it's a decent, livable amount. Should either hopefully find out whether I gotta get a job offer tomorrow night or Friday morning. Although, not holding out much hope.
and Machu Picchu. Always wanted to see that. Never did. Why didn't I go with Owen when he asked? Stupid. Should've gone. Well.
But yeah, I think I realise I've had any feedback. Like it just that it's positive. Just use the word positive. That's it. Like it was very vague.
Seriously?
But I already got that vibe already.
Posterity? Great idea, Director Evans. Like I haven't done enough for posterity already. Like I wouldn't be here like this if not for posterity. I'm done with posterity. Posterity can go.
But the fact that they got in touch with me yesterday, like I got an email from the recruiter saying that if I've heard anything yet, and I said nope. They said they had a fourth interview, which to me, which took me by surprise because they only had as far as I knew, they only had 3 interviews lined up, but they apparently wanted to interview a 4th person. So I hear that, I'm like thinking, oh shit, they either. I don't know. You know, it's one of those where you go from interviewing a set number to booking another person in, and I'm like, that means they can't. They kind of, I don't know. It's weird. Like I said,
He found me. Ross found me. Down here. I'm coming. I'm coming.
but I'm not holding out much hope. And also, I'm kind of like questioning it as well. Like, do I really go and take the first job I
I'll be right there.
I get offered because it's the only place that actually responded to an application after like putting out about 50? Or do I literally just pick the first job that actually wants
I'm coming, Ross.
that dangles in front of me? Like I might, you know, it's one of them.
Oh, Mother be praised. Come, girl. Take my hand. You don't belong down there. Come.
Yeah, in that company, internals are guaranteed, not a JD.
Places are forbidden, Aloy.
I fell in.
They are of the metal world. What is that on your face?
Nothing.
Did you find it down there?
No.
Give it to me.
No.
Aloy, such things are dangerous.
No!
Well, if you're gonna go sneaking away from home, you'll need to know how to survive in the wild. Come, Aloy. Home now. But starting tomorrow,
Yeah.
you will learn to hunt.
I was like looking at, like, watching a load of career related videos, and it seems like I've shot myself in the foot by staying at the same place for 9 years. Apparently that's a common mistake, or
All these shapes. What do they mean?
alright.
Take your
How you doing,
bow.
Busky? Been a while. How have you been? You haven't been online in general for. I mean, you pop up on Discord every so often, but
Enough muttering to that plaything.
no playing, no games,
Send to the
no
valley.
oh,
Follow.
nothing. How's the family life going? Busy. I was gonna say, like, I'm surprised you didn't like get your head down into Diablo 4. I thought you'd be on that because you're a fan of Diablo, aren't you?
The wilds can be dangerous, Aloy. You will need to
Ooh,
stay
nice.
close and do as I say.
I know.
King of the Netherlands over here.
Now, you're still
Everyone's on
stretched out
bicycles and
from the
Boskman's on his motorbike.
So let's start there. Take this medicine pouch. I'll show you how to fill it. See this plant over here?
How much did that set
It's
you
called
back?
South brush. Come, gather its berries in your pouch.
No, I get that. You got yourself a new toy. You gotta justify the the 4K that you dropped for it. Concentrate. Fuck.
I told you. Gather the berries.
I
Good. Now eat the
punch him in the
berries.
dick. Eat the berries.
They may taste bitter, but they can save your life. Always keep your pouch full of medicinal berries, flowers, and plants.
Where are we?
This valley is just a part of All Mother's embrace.
Embrace.
The Nora tribe watches these lands and keeps out the most
Now,
dangerous
what's
machines. Usually.
Is there much benefit to getting a like? Okay, I should say like this, but like, what's? I mean, I know a car is more practical, but if I was to learn how to drive, should I go with a car or a bike?
All machines are dangerous, Aloy. Their power must be respected. But I will be beside you.
I want to know why you haven't posted pictures of the bike in the Discord yet.
Aloy, a machine's coming. Crouch and follow me into the tall grass.
You can follow me into the tall grass.
There. Now stay low.
Little one.
No, Aloy. Such machines are called watchers. You must learn to avoid their gaze. If you are to survive in the wilds, I will show you. Listen close and do as I do.
Yeah, because the best thing about
Wait for it to pass.
driving a bike is you get to leave the kids and wife at home.
And follow me across the trail to that tall grass.
Like, ah, fuck this, I'm going out. I'm going to the shops. Like, can I come? Fuck off, I'm taking the bike.
Another one. Let it pass. Come, back this way. The slower you move, the quieter you'll be. Crouched walking is quieter than upright.
I don't know why, but I started walking upright for no reason there.
Wait for it.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about this tedious stuff. I want to just get into combat and just start hunting shit now. I want to get on with it, you know?
You did well. They didn't see or hear you.
Like a birthday
Now
party or
stay close.
something.
That herd
It's like,
should just
yay, I've revived the birthday party. No, I'm not bringing the wife and kids. I'm going to go out by myself and get pissed and pack my bike somewhere and try and remember where I left it in the morning.
Who's that?
Ignore him.
But why's he up there? He's smiling at us.
Tab! Get back where you belong! Tab!
Ignore him. We are outcasts, and he is of the tribe.
Maybe he doesn't like the tribe.
And he is a fool. Come now, let's find that herd. Follow.
You got your first speeding ticket already? 350 euro? Jesus Christ. Were you like going 88 in a bloody school zone? Or is or like speeding tickets really hefty in the Netherlands?
There. See them? These are called strikers. Ha! Get!
Why'd you chase them off?
To show you how some machines startle easily if they detect you and run away. They're best approached by stealth. Don't worry. We'll catch up with them further down the valley. You'll see. Now, I want you to find some rocks that fit the cup of your hand.
Why?
Do as I say, Aloy, and gather the rocks. I will show you how to use them. Those will do. Follow.
Oh, red plant. Need flowers to get healed. Well, those areas I probably need to come back to anyway.
Aloy, over here.
Ups and downs.
Come now.
Desperately trying to find a new job.
Aloy, come now.
Fucking, why is he so impatient? Desperate, not in the sense that I'm unemployed and I need to...
Stop wasting time.
He's got no patience.
Aloy, over here. There's the herd. All right. It's time to throw some rocks.
But rocks can't hurt machines, right?
No, but they can distract them. Draw them into traps. Like that watcher over there. It must be dealt with, or it will warn the herd and send them running before we get in range.
Warn them. How?
The machines speak to each other, Aloy. Unless they are first silenced. Now you stay here on the ridge. On my signal, throw rocks and draw the watcher over to me. Wait for my signal. Aloy, throw a rock near me. There. Come, girl, it's safe now.
Yeah, in terms of something new, yeah, because I've worked at the same place for 9 years and I haven't really progressed in 6, and the place has gotten to the point where I'm literally like in a constant state of rage and misery. It's one of those where internal job applications get ignored 90% of the time, and then on the few occasions that they do not like the rare occasion that I do get an interview or something, it gets sabotaged by like something that's beyond my control. So like, for example, a supervisor interview got fucked up because the guy who interviewed me spent most of his time disinterested, looking at his phone, and then he like quit the company the morning after, and I got a generic feedback of not enough experience on a job posting that specifically said no experience required. And like obviously like half of the warehouse, like kids in their early 20s that were just like moving pallets around the warehouse, they were becoming supervisors, and there's me with like half a decade of system knowledge getting completely ignored. So that was fun. I had a second supervisor interview about a year later, where it was one of them where like they didn't the questions and answers were barely asked. It was more of it felt more like an informal conversation, and it felt like a really good thing. But then I got a generic, not enough knowledge about health and safety, which was complete bollocks because they didn't even ask the question, nor did they ask any questions where I could like blunt force health and safety related stuff into it. So the feedback was really like really you scoring me on questions that weren't even asked, you know. So that felt kind of stupid, and you know, kind of respond like they gave me detailed feedback, but I also replied to that detailed feedback like point by point, and didn't get a response from that. There was a case where everybody on my department either got promoted or left, so I was by myself, running the department by myself and not getting paid for it. So by the time they started finally recruiting people into the team, I was hoping to like, you know, become the team leader or whatever. And despite applying for it twice, I got ignored. I got told, we're not looking for a team leader right now, we're just going to build the team first and then we'll find a team leader later. And about a couple weeks after that, they transferred someone from another team to train up everybody else. I wasn't even asked to train people. It was given to someone else to do. And then they became permanent fixture as leader and then supervisor or whatever. So I kind of got shafted on that because it was one of them things where like they said to my face, hey, we're not looking for someone right now, but don't worry, we'll post it later. But then they did the thing where they said something, but their actions was like, yeah, we don't trust you, don't fucking, you know, like, because the idea of the team leader of my department would be to be responsible for training and organising people, but I wasn't asked to train anybody once until I had to actually point out the fact that I was like the senior and veteran of the department, and not being asked to train people was kind of like pretty damning. And then most recently, I tried to apply for a job in like a control room job, like a duty fulfillment manager. That organises like a lot of the orders coming in and out of the warehouse, and how they're organised through the warehouse. I applied for that, smashed the first interview, and I got told I was going to have a second stage interview. But what happened instead was somebody put out a false racism accusation on me a few months prior to that. And despite the investigation yielding like no evidence, because it was literally like some guy said I shouted across the warehouse, black cunt. Apparently I said that yelling it across the warehouse. Which is a complete lie. Because I'm not racist for a start. And two, even if I was racist, there wasn't any black people about. It was like one white guy and two Asian guys. So, you know, I'm a pedantic guy, so like that wouldn't be the phrase I would have used, you know, if I was racist. Of course I didn't use that as a defense doing a disciplinary meeting, but yeah, I didn't say anything racist. There was no evidence, there was no witnesses. It was all word of mouth. Some kid was bad at his job. I got annoyed, I walked off to cool down, because I said in my statement that I wanted to avoid an incident because I was getting annoyed. But yeah, the whole problem of the investigation was I was asked, hey, what happened at this time? And I went, I got angry and I left my post to calm down. And then they told me what I was being accused of afterwards. Well, in favoritism either, because like this guy was like some random agency guy and he was a stoner. Like he got fired like within a week for having drugs in his system. So like, and it's funny how like most of the people that fuck me over end up not working there, like whilst I'm getting investigated or disciplined. Anyway, what was that? Yeah. So despite there being no evidence, no witnesses, HR kind of latched on to the fact that, well, he's angry, so he must have said something, and they kind of went down that route. And I got a final, and if the fucked up thing was, they randomly, HR put my disciplinary meeting with the hiring manager that I just had an interview for. So I got a text from a recruiter one day saying, well, congratulations, you'll be moving to a second stage interview. I'd be like, great, cool. And then the day after that, I got an email from HR saying, you are invited to a disciplinary meeting with this manager. And I'm like, so needless to say, I didn't even get feedback. I didn't get the second stage interview. I didn't get feedback for it, and yeah, got a final written warning, despite the fact that I had done nothing wrong. Everyone just kind of acted on the fact that, hey, he must have said something, you know. That's kind of the idea. No, but I mean, favoritism. I don't know. It's because it's not favoring anyone else. It's more like shitting on me, you know. The worst part was I was kind of fucked. Like, it fucked me up because I was like, really. And the thing was, it's like I had the meeting with a duty manager who has the authorization to actually fire people. Like they can give people their papers and fuck them off. And it was him and another shift manager. So I was like there with two shift managers, and I saw, and at one point a security guy like walked outside the office and was waved down. So like I'm pretty sure they had the intention to fire me just based on absolutely fuck all. And I'm like, I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I've been looking through like stuff, and I've realized like there's some shit I should have like countered. Like there's one instance, like there was a security warning I got for having a Lucozade bottle on the shop floor, and the security guy lied, saying I had a bad attitude and was disrespectful. So I'm thinking like, and I should have like countered that at the time, but I didn't. So I think the opposite. HR has a perceived notion that I've got like a poor attitude problem or something. Not that I have a good attitude at work, but it's like I definitely have a poor attitude. What fucks me up is the fact that I spent like weeks asking the staff to do their job properly, and they would ignore me and keep making mistakes, which would make me frustrated. I would turn to my supervisors and they would not do anything, and I'm caught in the middle getting angry to the point where I'm walking off a pod, and then some kid who doesn't like the fact that I'm telling him he's doing his job wrong puts out a false racism accusation, tells everybody as many people as possible that I was being racist, and then I'm the only one who gets punished. So anyway, obviously I didn't get the job because I got fucked over and sabotaged by some false statement, and HR just wants to fuck me over as much as possible. It's bad enough that most of my internal applications get thrown into the bin, but to have shit like that happen as well, like on the rare occasion where I can actually get a bit of hope, like a bit of confidence, a bit of hope, you know, like getting a text saying you got a second stage interview, I was like, you know, that was like about about 6 hours of feeling good, of feeling proud, of being happy, and then HR had to stomp that out. So yeah, that upset me and pissed me off a lot. But then the the job position, or the same job opened up on a different team. So I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna let it get me down. Like, someone convinced me, hey, don't just apply for it. Don't let that get stop you. Don't let it deter you. Don't let it get you down. I'm like, fine, fuck it, why not? So I send out my application. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, and then someone else with like less experience than me and less knowledge than me, someone I actually helped train, turns to me one day and says, "Oh, I got a second stage interview for that job today," and that's when I just fucking broke down. I literally broke down, and I had to take like about a couple weeks off work because I just couldn't fucking stand it. I was just so upset that I was just like, okay, is that how I'm being treated? Like, fucking the shift manager, Christian, he don't even fucking make eye contact with me. He just fucking ignores me. And ever since he took over the department on the team I'm working on, like, I haven't actually heard any responses from the control room, any control room job. So it feels like it's like a dead end, really. Like, I've been there 6 years and I've got no path of progression anymore. From like control room to management. There is like engineering jobs, but I have no interest in that. And I guess there's booking and administration jobs, but I don't know. I just need to get out of there because it's just so fucked. Because it's like, it feels like the company would rather hire like naive, inexperienced people that don't ask questions and aren't cynical and can be manipulated and molded like putty, So yeah, I'm trying to get out of that job. I had an interview last week for a cold store logistics company, which handles a lot of orders and deliveries throughout the world. So hopefully I can get that, and hopefully I'll tune up my administrative and booking skills, so I can actually like get more experience in logistics rather than just being stuck at the same company doing the same thing for God knows how long. Yeah, I wish thing with me, I mean, I need help. Like, I need help because I'm very bitter. I used to think I've turned into my mother, like, I'm bitter, I'm angry all the time. I can't let go of stuff. Like, I was writing down stuff that happened, like, because I felt like, because my girlfriend suggested I do this, like, just write down all your issues that you have with the company, and I kind of did. I just put everything written down. It was like 5 years of bad blood, of unresolved bullshit and trauma, and like. And that's just work related, like this other stuff going back before work, childhood and stuff. Like, I just leave shit unresolved and it festers, you know what I mean? So I've never really learned how to deal with shit. Like, even now, like like the N7S stuff, like that was nearly 3 years ago, and I'm still angry about that stuff. Like, I shouldn't be, but like I still think about it near enough like a couple times a week. Like, I wish I could just not give a fuck. I wish I could like, hey, doctor, lobotomize the part of my brain that makes me give a shit. Like, I just want to be a vegetable that just goes on autopilot because I don't want to give a fuck. I don't want to care. I don't want to feel. You know what I mean? It's one of those awful situations. But yeah, kind of had like a moment where I was like, hey, I've just turned 30 and I've got no career aspirations. Because like, when you look at, if you're working at a place for 9 years and you're applying for jobs, you've realised how fucking useless your experience is, because you've been good at a very niche and specific role in a particular work setting for X amount of times, but you realise that don't really mean much. I should play the game.
Use
Sitting
the
there on a
stars
rock,
as arrows
ranting about
and
real
build
life
shards
stuff.
for arrowheads. Good. You'll never run out of arrows if you know how to craft what you need.
A little baby boy.
Let's put those arrows to use. Follow. Here. Stay low and dance. Quiet. Aloy, they heard you. Don't be so noisy this time.
What the hell are you on about?
Let's put those arrows to use. Follow.
Noisy. What? I killed it, not you.
Aloy, they heard you. Don't be so noisy this time. Let's put those arrows to use. Follow.
Ah, tutorials. But yeah, like hit the age of 30 and I'm like sitting there thinking, okay, what the fuck have I been doing with my life? And it's kind of hit me like, I have no future where I am, but I don't. But I'm also like at an age where it's like, hey, who the fuck's gonna hire a 30-year-old to do entry-level stuff?
Aloy, follow. It is time to make your first kill, Aloy. Strider.
I'm kind of hoping I'm getting open to get this job because I do have system knowledge, which is kind of what made me an ideal candidate. That's why I got interviewed. But
there are spots where
it will help me like learn up on administrative stuff because that's kind of where my weak point is, like administration.
The canister on its back. Is that a weakness?
yes. How did you guess that?
The
Again! You did well today, but you have much to learn. Tomorrow, we try
Yeah.
again. What was
Come
that?
with age.
That boy! The one running the brave trails.
Follow Aloy, quick!
I want to get the hell. Fuck the boy. Or maybe I do fuck the boy. I don't know.
Aloy, try to keep up.
No. We're outcasts. We don't need to save him. But yeah, yeah. I should really just go to a doctor and get told what the hell's wrong with me. I've been like looking up symptoms and conditions and stuff, and some of them fit, some of them don't. But I don't want to be the guy that turns up to a GP and be like, I've been on Google and I think I have this and this and this. It's like, yeah, okay. Okay, I guess since you're the doctor, with your Google, Oh, there's nothing wrong with being crazy, but it'd definitely help if I could get medicated for it. I'm on the CBD stuff to try and help me. Working a little bit, but not completely. CBD, CBG. No.
Nothing. It's only a matter of time before the machines find that boy and kick him to death. But if I shoot, it'll cause a stampede, and it will trample him.
But I can see the paths they take.
Stop telling stories.
I'm not. I can sneak through.
You will not. Aloy!
Yeah, well, being normal is boring and all that stuff. It's not about who I just don't want to feel angry anymore. I don't enjoy. I don't like the fact that when I'm at work and I'm just there at my workstation, I'm just there constantly feeling furious about so much.
I need to do this slowly and quietly. Can't let them see me.
It's not healthy just feeling rage 100% of the time, you know?
Got to be careful.
Just across the river and just straight ahead of these guys. Seems like a good idea, does it? But yeah, I'm like literally like so like weak that
Need
it's.
to see their paths.
I think I did this the first time round without even seeing their path.
There he is. Hey,
What? How is this?
follow me.
How do you know to avoid them? How are you doing this?
I have considered going to the gym. Apparently, a good workout is a good way to pump out the rage. Yes, I don't know. Exercise and all that stuff. I mean, at the moment, I think cutting out one of the main causes is what we need to do.
So, it is no plaything.
Wait. Oh, Mother, bless that girl. Bless you both.
Boy!
She saved me. I just wanted...
Boy! Seal your lips. They are outcasts, both. And she is motherless. Come now. Back to Mother's heart. And you...
That boy should not have spoken to us. It's against tribal law. We'll go home now. Follow.
I know the way. Seal your lips. Seal your lips. Seal your lips.
Stay
no mother.
Look at that snotty kid. Flashpoint of her moments of emotional choice, how Aloy expresses her personality. In for his head. I think we either miss or... No, just drop the rock.
Stop.
Children, away from there. Back to picking berries.
You're bleeding. Let me have a look. Here, hold still. I'll get it.
That's heard.
Why am I an outcast?
Aloy, this is not the time.
Who was my mother?
Aloy, I've told you before, that's not for us to know. You were just a newborn when the matriarchs brought you to me.
So the matriarchs, they know?
It's not so simple.
But they know.
Aloy, we are outcasts.
So how do I make them tell me?
The matriarchs? There is a way, perhaps.
So tell me.
It would be dangerous.
How?
It would take years of training.
I don't care. How do I do it? Tell me.
The proving. The tribe's rite of passage held every year. Those who pass become braves. But to the one who wins, the matriarchs grant a boon.
A boon?
Yes, whatever the winner wants.
Then I'll do it. Whatever it takes. I'll win the proving.
I see. We'd best get started then. Your training will be hard. And it'll take years.
Start training? Yes. Follow.
But yeah, at the moment, my main focus is to just cut out the bad stuff and just by, you know, leaving, a changing environment, like just getting a new job to keep my mind occupied and keep my, because that's kind of part of the problem with my current job is I'm not mentally stimulated, so my mind is not like focused on work. I spend most of my work hours like applying for jobs, look at what, chatting on Discord and what all that fun jazz. So, Doom. Here's hoping I can get out of there. Radical change of situation and life stuff. Because being a failure in career and being a bit of a failure in like this whole live stream YouTube hobby stuff really started to weigh down on me. Gotta fucking try and change my environment. I mean, going back to wishing I didn't give a fuck. I wish I didn't give a fuck because like the money I'm on is good. I get paid pretty well for what I'm doing. It's just I'm not happy, you know what I mean? Old training montage. My god, this will look good in the trailer.
Rost?
Oh, he's Rossi the Wilderness.
Two days
Wait.
before the proving and he goes off without me?
So I'm not racist. Oh, we level 3? 3 skill points? Alright, Shard Salvager. Lurkal. I never actually used the Lurkal stuff. Light attacks, critical hit. Where's the ones of all the spears? Oh, concentration. There we go. I want that one. Hit. And silent drop. Have a bonfire to rest at. It's just like Dark Souls. Also knock over small machines. Oh, a heavy attack. We need to like hunt animals as much as possible as well.
He said we'd go hunting this morning. Why isn't he here? Where's he gone to? What's he doing up there? He's just standing there. What's going on with him?
Aloy, you're here.
Did you want to be alone?
No. We must speak. I've been thinking about your training, Aloy. You've learned to hunt, learned to survive. But I fear there's a lesson I failed to teach you. Would you learn it now?
Of course. I'll always learn what you have to teach.
There has been some trouble recently. It affords an opportunity to learn this lesson, but it will be dangerous. You must come prepared, or you will die. Descend into the Embrace and hunt until you have gathered the parts for fire arrows.
Fire arrows? What kind of trouble are we talking about?
Once you have the parts, you will meet me there, at the gate beyond the village of Mother's Heart.
The North Gate? At the edge of the Embrace?
Yes. Now be on your way.
Is something else bothering you?
No, I'm fine.
Are you worrying about what happens after the proving?
What happens is clear. You will be accepted as one of the tribe, and I will still be an outcast. To be shunned.
Rost, even if the tribe accepts me, I won't...
There is much to do, Aloy. We will discuss this later.
Okay. I'll go gather the parts, but I'm also gonna pay Karst a visit.
Aloy, that man breaks the law every time he speaks to you.
And I'm glad he does. I want to buy a tripcaster, and no other trader will sell to outcasts.
Stock it with ammunition, then. You'll find use for that weapon tonight.
That sounds ominous. All right. See you at the North Gate.
Okay.
Something's really bothering him. If he thinks I'm gonna abandon him, he's wrong.
Ooh, whoop. Yeah. So that's how my life is going. Thanks for asking. But yeah, it's been fun. I will say that there are some positives that's had come out over the past like 6 months. I'm no longer in debt, so I'm doing financially well. At the moment, I'm just working on building up my credit score. So money-wise, I'm actually doing pretty well, so long as I don't get fired for some bullshit reason.
The embrace. My whole life I've never gone beyond this valley. That'll change after the proving. 2 days. 2 days until I get answers. 2 days and I'll know who she was. And why I was cast out at birth. As if there could be an excuse for that. Alright. Time to gather the parts for some fire arrows. I should find a herd.
Okay, it's over there. Da-da. Oh, turkey. Gobble gobble.
That'll keep my stomach quiet.
I'd say the water effects don't look too great either. Supposed to be on ultra visual settings, and the water looks like crap. Although I am getting closer and closer. I'm actually tempted to buy 2 PS5s if that sounds like an insanity. One for me and one for she. So I can like stream some PS5 games in here. I'll have a PS5 handy next to the PC. Well, the bars take a bit more of a beating, don't they?
Scrabbling a bit.
Oh wait, I have to unlock the stealth attack? Fuck. Forgot I had to do that. You know how to read. I'm buying a Switch on payday for new Zelda. I mean, she has a Switch. I could probably like steal the Switch and stream Nintendo games if I wanted to. I've got Pokemon Violet. Maybe people would like to see me stream Pokemon. Don't know about Zelda though. I've never played a Zelda game in my life. Got sword. Never got. I didn't got. That's the one that's based in England, or the England themed one, right? The one that's all Victorian. Said I got the. I bought Violet from Fabrizio because he bought like both versions, Scarlet and Violet, but he only played Scarlet and. Well, it was still sealed, like when he sold it to me. But he bought both because he thought, oh, I want to get the exclusives. But then it was like, well, wait, this game is online now. I don't have to worry about exclusive Pokemons on each one. And the only one I've played properly and to completion was Sun, which I actually like. Seems that Sun is kind of a black sheep.
They know her.
Yeah, I mean, I could emulate the classic Pokemon games for shits and giggles. I don't know.
Brom, can you hear me?
I should play. I should try. I should actually get into playing old games on stream. Playing new games doesn't really. I don't know. I was talking to somebody. I was playing Mass Effect 3 earlier today with somebody in the
Brom, please! It's
Emmy
Alara!
multiplayer server.
I'm here, Brom! Are you out there?
Oh, they got like turrets on them.
Please, Brom! Come find me!
Hey, Crabs. About the reviews. I did, but I read it when I was half asleep, so I can't actually remember what I
Quiet now.
said. The hell?
Brom! It's your sister, Alara!
Guess I'm not looting whatever that is. New ones are good. So I did like what I did actually enjoy Pokemon Sun. I mean, but then again, I'm also speaking from a position of not really playing much Pokemon in my life, so it's not like I was speaking from experience or like I was asking Treebone about Diablo 4 on his stream last night because I was asking about it in a way of like asking about it in a way of like, hey, how would I like Diablo 4 as someone who didn't who hasn't played any Diablo games? And he came in with the position of stuff from Diablo 2 and 3 and being a lot better and stuff like that, and missing stuff from previous games, and I'm like, okay. Not the answer I was looking for, but weapons are built in, can't be knocked off. To be fair, I mean, I'm low level, so I'm not getting like the full Monty when it comes to the damage. I need to like level up and get better arrows where I can start knocking off their guns. I mean, Pokemon, it's one of them. It's very turn-based and tactical. It's a kid's game, but it takes a bit of thinking. Because I remember, like, I played about halfway through Ruby, Omega Ruby, and an issue like when you had to fight your dad because he's like the normal type trainer. He had what was it? What was the big sloth type of Pokemon? He would just fuck you up. I had like a good fighting type on my team, but like I would just get like stonewalled. Kind of gross. I like how yellow is now the universal colour for this way, dipshit.
Are you out there?
Your problem. Back Unreal Tournament. They tried to, remember? Me, and Baby Biter fucking played it on Epic when you first tried playing PC games.
Who are you calling out for? Do you need help?
I have nothing against outcasts. Far from it. But I shouldn't talk to you. I don't want to get in trouble.
I don't see anyone else around to help.
I guess you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be callous. My brother was cast out, but his sentence has ended. He should have come home, but he didn't, and his camp was covered in blood.
Game on this PC? Well, is the funny thing. I haven't played this game uncapped. I've actually capped my frame rate to 60. I learned from upgrading my PC that part of the problem might have been trying to stream at 60 FPS whilst playing the game above 60, because obviously, like on the old PC, it chugged, and the CPU and PC, and well, to be fair, this game's like CPU requirements was a lot higher, was a little bit higher than what I had on the old computer, but the game played fine off stream, but on stream it was like 40 FPS or whatever, unplayable. But yeah, obviously we're upgrading my computer. The game feels great, and I've did the benchmark, and it can run at max settings at 165 FPS. However, when you open up OBS, because the encoder is trying to render and stream the video out at 60 FPS, that has a lot more demand on the system. So even though I've got a 4070 Ti in this computer and a 5800 X CPU, despite all that, the GPU usage will jump up to 100%, and everything will run like shit, and the stream render would be complete crap, which actually makes me tempted to start to take what I've got on my old PC, buy some parts for that, and just go back to a 2 PC setup. Cable management wise and audio wise, it'll be a pain, but if I get a 4K capture card, I can actually still stream in ultra wide using a capture card. But it has to be a 4K one, and also if it has like a high refresh rate for that capture card, I can actually play my game at full settings, full high frame rate. You know, take full advantage of this monitor without having to compromise. Because I remember, like, I tried streaming Mass Effect Andromeda, but it ran like crap, because even though it ran fine on my old computer, because I was trying to stream it at like 160 FPS, it just, OBS wouldn't agree with it. It's stupid. There are some new capture cards coming out. I mean, the thing is, I wouldn't mind so much if I could capture stuff straight into like a single PC, like I'll feed it back into itself. But I think that causes more rendering. I think it like causes more rendering problems there. And I wish just OBS would just sort their shit out, so I can like, or Twitch even would sort the shit out where I can just, you know, play the games at max settings, max FPS without having issues. But no, I've got to compromise. I mean, to be fair, I don't play multiplayer games that much, so playing at high FPS isn't really something I need. I mean, 60 is good enough. So if I wanted to play like a competitive shooter, you know, obviously I'd be at a disadvantage against people that are playing at high frame rates, but I think 60 FPS the game looks fine, and ultra even though the cutscenes, obviously, you get the side of the screens being all blurred for whatever reason, because the cutscenes aren't supported. Or maybe they are. Hang on, I wonder if flawless widescreen has a cutscene fix on it. Open that up. Nah, there's no plugin on flawless widescreen. But yeah, obviously the gameplay is in ultra wide, but the cutscenes have the blurred at the side. Or other games would have black bars on either side as well.
You said your brother's camp was soaked with blood?
The Braves went looking for him, and that's what they found. All I can think about is what might have happened. Is he really dead? Or maybe just wounded? Is he suffering? Does he need help? I can't stand it not knowing.
Yeah, like I said, you've got to cap the game at 60 if you want to stream it. So I found out the hard way. I found out that in a lot of cases I didn't actually need to upgrade my PC. I could have like streamed this. I probably could have streamed this game if I capped the frame rate at 60 because I was obviously trying to play it on, because at the time my top monitor was still new. So I was trying to play it at 1440p at like 40, 144 hertz or whatever. So obviously that was not happening even at low settings. I mean, even at the lowest settings, you could turn, like, God of War had the same problem. I'd play the game at like such low settings that it would work perfectly off stream, but like on stream it was completely worthless. But I guess that's another game we can play in a bit after we finished this. Maybe play some God of War. Diablo isn't for everyone. Try Path of Exile, free to play. It's basically Diablo clone, but a lot more complicated. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen any gameplay of it. I bought Hades ages ago, but I haven't played it yet. Hades is a game I want to actually try and play. But I've heard nothing but good things about it. It looks really... I like the style of it.
What are you doing out here all alone?
Each day I cut a notch on the wall so I knew Brahm's sentence was over. Then I cut 3 more, but he still hadn't come back. I begged the matriarchs to send braves to find him, and all they found was a blood-soaked camp.
You already told me
The
this.
braves said he must be dead, but I have to know the truth. So I came out looking for him.
Why was your brother cast out?
Brahm was always a little different, a little touched. One of the hunters had a cruel heart and never let him alone. I was gone but an hour, and the hunter set after him like always, but this time, Brahm struck back with a rock and split the man's skull. Spirits made him do it, he said. Whispers of the forgotten. It cost him 10 years. I never should have left him alone.
What do you mean, forgotten?
All Mother curses blasphemers who won't repent, banishing them from her eternal memory. Those lost spirits are the forgotten. Brahm used to say they spoke to him, told him to do things. It was such a burden for him, and there was nothing I could do to help.
I'll do what I can to find your brother.
You will? Then let me come with you. I won't be a bother. I know how to stay out of sight.
I'm faster on my own.
If that is how it must be, just find him then. Please.
We'll say the facial animations are a bit weird in this game. Forgotten. I know it's level 4, but we're going to do it. Scrapper. They're like drawers. Bothering with them. All the piggies ran away. Any fish? It's intentional that I'm trying to kill animals,
You're done soon enough.
even if it is kind of cruel. Also, I need to learn how to aim. That would also help. Yeah, playing games at full frame rate, impossible. And also, like, it's a lot of micromanaging. Like, I have to fucking cap my frame rate for every game that I play. I tried to kill him. Obviously, part of it is... Oh, okay. I forgot that the dodging in this game was not delayed, but I pressed the dodge button. To be fair, I didn't even think that would hit me. I thought they would jump over me. I should have invested in that stealth assassination move. I thought I had that by default. I didn't realize I didn't have it. Oh hey, it's a fox. Yeah, I'm mostly killing animals just for their fur, I guess. I want to try and get my upgrade materials as quickly as possible because obviously I'm restarting the game from scratch because I haven't played it in like 10 months. So I need to like get to where I was, but also I'm kind of trying to get refreshed on where I am story-wise. So I do find everyone hates me because I was born out of the... I find that a bit... I always found that a bit corny. Like going back to Pokemon, it's like the Mewtwo speech. Like it's not who... Not how... It's not the circumstances of your born, but of your birth, but how you treat... How... What's the fucking stupid... Okay, I've got to quote it properly here. Let me just bring up the old Google. Mewtwo birth quote. I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are. There you go. That's the quote. That's basically what this whole fucking plot is going to be, right? Like, oh my god, we treated you like shit because you were born out of the mountain. Or whatever the hell, I don't know. You guys get it. Oh wait, I just realised the fucking quest menu. Gone. Oh yeah. Also, playing this game and being somewhat learned about oh wow, that had range to it. Yeah, having some prior knowledge. Like I remember, like I didn't learn that I could tag animals or targets or highlight tracks. I was doing stuff like that without even realize. Like I know it mentions it in the tutorial, but like I completely didn't realize. And yeah, basically I could start the game and not be as terrible, even though I died to a stupid death. You know. Gobble gobble, bitch. I should have crouched, that would have been more XP. I guess a good advantage to killing every animal you see is you do get a bit of XP for it. There is a slight level grind. Bucket. The bucket's making all that noise? Is that what you want me to believe? Quiet! I'm hunting wabbits! Oh! I'm trying to. Oh, come on! That went straight through him.
Tough, but I'm used to it.
Old wascally rabbits. Neil? Vegetable rights and peace! There you go, I got your reference.
This must be Bomb's camp. Better clear out those watchers.
I forgot to give myself the assassination attack because I'm fucking retarded. I sat in a chair watching my stream. Hey, I'm not that boring.
Easy.
Oh, he called me. Yeah, Ben called me Mike earlier. I think Mike takes better care of his hair than I do. I just tie it up 90% of the time. Good thing I'm stood behind this tree, otherwise you won't be able to see me. That's a rabbit. You know what? I'm going to admit, I wasn't even fucking aiming at it. And I got... Is it one of them games where you have to aim slightly off? Remind me why there's robots in the jungle? Technology took a... I don't know what, to be fair, I can't remember because I didn't technically finish this game. I think it was technology gone amok or something.
Blood, but no body. There's gotta be more to this. Looks like a few drops of blood lead away from the camp.
Life finds a way. It's chaos theory or something, I don't know. When I first played this game, I didn't even realize I could highlight the track, and I fucking ended up constantly bringing up the scanner just to see where I'm supposed to go. basically rebuilding the environment with a robot ecosystem.
Whose knife is this?
I like it. Oh, come on. Okay.
Did someone attack Brom with it? Looks like more blood leading away from here.
I said I don't know the full details, and what I did learn playing the first like quarter of the game is I just can't remember. Been a while. Been a while.
Did someone bring the blood to the camp? The trail of blood ends here. But
Dr.
whoever left
Malcolm.
must have also left tracks.
You scientists were all preoccupied with whether or not you could, that you'd never stop to consider whether or not you should. Or whatever. I'm paraphrasing, but that's always a funny line. Always a line I really liked in that film. Open mic night. Got back from Grand Central, was metal. Oh, right. What? I don't know. Because it's supposed to... Wait, is it... okay. Is it comedy or music? 'Cause that's my... Okay. Music. Okay. That's why. If it ain't to your taste, I'm sure there's people that might have enjoyed what they heard, but you know, your tastes are a lot different to other people's. You remember that? It's not like you went to was it open mic night metal? Or just open mic night. Here's some ginger cunt with an acoustic guitar thinking he's the next Ed Sheeran, but he's like he's a hack. I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah, I definitely need to. I should have taken that stealth ability.
Just keep going.
Works for me, I guess. Owner of a watch's heart, much better than the owner of a human heart. First, Amy Winehouse covers. Well, fuck. Then tech death metal. It's all synthetic. Biddly diddly. Alright. Silent Strike, okay, I should have definitely fucked up there and did take that when I should have. Should always be the first skill you take. Felt naked without it. Just going walk. I thought that was like something you had from default. They don't know it. What do you mean, like me? I mean, I don't even attempt to sing. I try. I try and do it silly like, or parody, or even like imitation. Like I'll try and imitate the person I'm singing. Need that whistle point. Oh, the lure? That one? I saw that and I was like, why do I need this? Lurkall? Like, yeah, but us two singing together, Ben, was us basically shrieking all the things she said, all the things he said, running through my head, at like a high-pitched screech, much to the annoyance to everyone around us.
That's twisted. I wonder if the blood from the camp came from this boar. If Brahm did this, why does he want people to think he's dead? And why desecrate the shrine?
Funny enough, when you said sad ginger cunt with an acoustic Ed Sheeran. Well, it's not. I'm not unjustified in making that assessment, you know. Oh, brings him to you. Ah, okay. I didn't use that on my first attempt at this game. I just used rocks. That was the thing. I just used rocks instead. Need to get back into the rhythm of the game, though.
Looks like it was a watcher. Whoever Unfallen made short work of it. If it's Brahm, he definitely knows how to handle a spear.
Not Mick Hooked. Okay, we've already been streaming for 2 hours. What the hell? Or nearly 2 hours. Doesn't feel like that. Time flies, huh?
Red Lightning's trouble.
So much for stealth, I guess. Tried to do a sneak attack, but it didn't happen. Oh shit. Got friends. Re-enter stealth. Nope. Of course not. Figures that they can see through the through them bushes there. Random YouTube comment about Tool. Where is that? Where? Oh, is that a copy and paste? Because I was like confused. I haven't seen that person in chat. What's going on here? 10 months ago, Tool haters. This is so weird. Tool fans. This is so weird. Been listening to Tool a bit again lately. Mostly like long-winded stuff though, like the Descending or Lateralis. I'm going to a concert on the 17th as well. Seeing Mars Volta. They got back together recently. Dropped a new album. I figured have a go.
Brahm was an outcast for a long time. Why take food and gear now?
I can get that. There are some like skippable tracks on like some albums. You gotta be in the mood for certain songs, I guess. I think that's what I think. As an observation, it seems like more people are into Perfect Circle because it's a lot more accessible. Like people like the vocals of Maynard Keenan. Have like a Perfect Circle because it's not as long-winded or lofty, I guess.
It's the supplies from the cache. Why would they take them and just throw them away?
Barely even threw them away. It was only like a few seconds away. Another quest up there. Right in two. Oh yeah, with the tablet. Solo.
Not until you promise.
Kind of why I liked Fear Inoculum, because like the first track of that album opens up with like pretty much a similar drum solo. But that's what I come to. I mean, to be fair, that's what I like about Tool is the drumming mainly. I think Danny Carey is one of the best drummers in the world.
Before I hurt her. You're not a spirit. What do you want?
I want you to step away from the edge, Brom.
No. Leave me alone. Can't you see I need time to think? How am I supposed to think when everybody is shouting at me?
Yeah. But yeah, the thing I like about Danny's drumming is, like, you compare it to like other people that are considered good drummers. It feels like with Danny's drumming, it's like every beat is there for a reason. It's not just here's a death metal drummer. He has like, you know, a shitload of beats per second with his double bass sort of deal, like the like machine gunning beats, you know, like, which, you know, sounds good when used right, but like a fast drummer doesn't necessarily mean a good drummer. You know what I mean? Like I think like the method is a lot more important than the speed. I mean, actually, to be fair, I'm saying this as someone who doesn't drum. You could probably give a better, you know, explanation as why Danny's drumming is ridiculous. You know what I mean?
So many voices to listen to. It must make your head hurt. I promise my voice will be soft and soothing.
A soft voice, like Alara's. It's been so long. Years. Yes. Yes, I will listen.
That's better. Now tell me, what's troubling you?
Spirits of the forgotten. Souls cursed by the All-Mother. Their voices never let me be. They want me to do things. Hurt people. If I go back to the Nora, they might make me.
Didn't you
hurt
say you were
Alara.
teaching your mum how to drum?
I'll kill myself before I let that happen.
Do you have to listen to the spirits, Brom?
Use the right side of no, you prog.
Always with me. They take care of me.
Symbol
Keep
of
me company.
is the
Help
red
me.
hat.
Except when they scream. Like when that hunter knocked me down.
What's the symbol?
Crush
Is
your
red.
skull
Oh,
with the
okay.
rock, they said. And I did.
Brom.
Neil Peart is Rush,
alive.
right?
Oh, Mother be praised. I'm sorry I followed you, but I had to make sure he was all right.
No. Please, sister, I can't protect you.
I like a bit of Rush, but
no protection from
no. Like, I think Jenny Lee is a pretty competent bassist and songwriter, but I just I don't know, his vocal stylings. I think like the only song I really got into was Subdivisions, but it's not even proggy. It's more like a pop song.
He fears these spirits that he hears will turn him against you. Unless your voice can quiet them?
Yes. just as it was before. He only ever hurt someone once, and it was provoked.
I don't want to hurt you, but the Forgotten, they're...
You know who else is a good drummer?
They fill my head with screams.
What's his name? Tim Alexander? The drummer from Primus, but like the one that was during the like Frizzle Fry, Caesar Cheese era.
Brahm isn't ready to return to the Nora, but I don't think he'll hurt you, Alara.
There's a place where I can stay. A cave on All Mother Mountain. I suppose you could visit me there, so long as I'm strong.
You will be, Brahm. I'll help you. Thank you, Aloy. I'll take care of him now. May you walk in All Mother's eternal memory, and may the Forgotten leave you be.
Okay, can I have a skill point? Can I have skill point, please? Yeah, the Forgotten. I don't... Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, you've forgotten my XP. Go down ledge. Yeah. Ow. That's not... You had a thing to grab onto. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, just a drummer from one of the I think his name's Tim Alexander. I can't remember. Have a look. Primus drummer. Yeah, he was a drummer. How's your mum doing with the drumming lessons? Can she play anything yet?
Never know when I might need these.
Showing interest or keeping an interest in it?